Let's go to Kumasi, where my colleague Martha Krensolakwa is standing by for some reactions from residents in the Ashanti regional capital who watched the encounter.
So, saying and giving out are things that will benefit all Ghanaians. So it is very important for us to know the point of view of the president. So to me, I think it was okay.
But some also say that our journalists didn't ask very intelligent questions. Did you hear any of such?
Well, I think life itself is by learning. We are in a learning process, and I think we need to be a little bit professional when it comes to, being a media personnel. Some of the questions were too soft for such office, and I believe it's a matter of correction. We just have to correct them. But it was good.
Do you think they were feeling intimidated because they were in the presence of the president?
One of the things that I would say is it's not easy when you have such an opportunity to meet such a personnel. So some of them will not be able to muster courage and do or ask certain things they were supposed to ask. Perhaps maybe they have some questions before they even go to the president, right? But because it is a different stage altogether, definitely things will not go the way we wanted it. That is how I would say it was.
Thank you very much. So you heard Reverend Maxwell here, and he's been given his assessment. He thinks, even though some didn't ask the question he would have wanted them to ask, they asked what they could, because when you meet the president, it's not easy for them. I have another person join me here. Tell me your name.
I'm Alexander.
Alexander, yesterday you listened to the president. You listened to a media encounter. What are your impressions?
Okay, I wasn't there in the evening time or when they were doing it, but I got a view this morning. Okay. And I heard Countryman Songo asking the president about the white paper issue. That's the Brazil. And I think what the president said was good. It's good because the FIFA regulation says that the government shouldn't interfere with the GFA. So, yeah. So I think it was good. It was good, but I think the sports minister should do something about it. We are all here. They said they don't tolerate corruption. Yes. So I think they should do something about it.
Yes. So the answer the president gave there is not enough for you. You still want them to take action on it.
Oh, that's why we have the sports minister. The government himself or Nakufado himself cannot go to the GFA and tell them to bring the papers out and see whatever is going on. So the minister should do it. It is his duty. So he has to do it.
So when you listen to them, I'm sure you are a sports person, so you're actually talking about sports. But the other media persons who were there, some didn't ask straightforward questions, others went round and never landed, and you can't even understand what they are saying. Why do you think they are like that?
Oh, it's unfortunate. I just couldn't get all or whatever went on. It's just this morning that I saw they just gave us some small portion about the sports one. I was watching the sports program this morning, and I heard only just Countryman Songo's question that I could get. So
you are impressed with him. You like what he asked.
Yeah.
That's your interest. But if you have another opportunity again, which question would you ask the president?
Oh, maybe the president is you know, so baby,
Thank you very much. I think when it got to that point, he wanted to go local. He says if president wants to arrest those who have in fact appropriated public funds, he should do it and arrest those he needs to arrest. He mentioned specifics, but we are not going there. So we are still live from Kumasi, and we are trying to talk to people about the president and the media encounter yesterday. Their impressions, what they thought of the encounter, whether the president needs to do more of those, or whether the president needs to do it in a different way, and whether the media should ask their questions differently and ask questions that will make impact. I don't know, but some of them, the reviews we are getting are not good enough for the media encounter. So we are still live here. I would like to speak to some more people. But so yesterday, did you listen to the president?
Oh, no.
You didn't at all?
No.
But if you have the opportunity, what question would you ask the president?
Okay. I'm not having anything.
You don't have any question? You are okay with everything?
I'm in a hurry, so.
Okay, we'll talk another time. All right, so we are going to get more people to talk to us about the president's media encounter and whether they are impressed or not. And if they have the opportunity, the president will listen. What question would they ask him so that they get the right response? So we are still live here in front of the KNUST, and we are speaking to members of the public in no particular order. They are not selected. We are just finding out what they think about the media encounter. Over to you in the studio. When we get more people, we'll bring you more on this.
And that's Mata Akwa doing good work there in Kumasi. But of course, we have to go to Accra, somewhere in Accra, where Maxwell Agbagba. But I had this comment. He says that, look, the White House correspondents, they would have been more shaken because they go through tougher checks before even making entry into the White House. But they even are not shaking anytime they meet the president and they question the big people up there in the White House and even in the Senate. But, well, we have a couple of the comments also on Facebook. It was better, but a lot of journalists should have been given the chance to ask questions, and that's from Alidu Salifu. And we have this one, Haruna Seidu, Kwesi Pratko Jackson, Sadi and Kemini impressed me. Samuel Scotty, I was not impressed with the answer. That this further deepening the fact that Dana is incompetent. So we have some who said that we asked some good questions. So Abubakar Dazzling says market women would have done better. Oh, yeah. So I see the question now. I see the response now. I think 6.5 out of 10 is what I'm going to give them, and that's from Nat Nate.